Hi friends, welcome to today's video. I'm Claire from LetterBlend, and today I'm going to walk through the entire process of creating a cursive font with the pen tool. This video showcases the complete creation of a font in real time. I've included sections so you can easily jump to any part you need, and I create each letter in order, so you can jump to any specific letter you want to see. Most of the detailed explanations about the tools are at the beginning of the sections, focusing on the first capital and the first lowercase letters. Be sure to check out the description for links to more resources, and as always, check out our help page for more instructional videos. Let's get started. First, go to the Font Manager, add a new font, and choose your reference. For this video, I'll show you how to create a cursive font. Next, I'll rename my font and configure the accent, X height, and baseline. When setting the baseline, make sure your font is small enough to fit every letter in the viewport. I use the X height to help with my cursive letters. Align the purple line with the end of the A, and for each letter, set the left and right viewports to touch the first and last points where the letter intersects the purple line. This ensures all your letters will connect and align correctly. Make sure you press save, then I go to make sure my baseline is set correctly. I check letters like J, which have a large overhang, to ensure everything fits before starting. Now we're all set up and ready to start making our font. I'll open my first glyph and select the pen tool. If you just click, you get a point. If you click and drag, you add and manipulate asymmetric handles to the point. The more you practice clicking and dragging, the easier it becomes to know exactly where to add a point. After drawing the initial letter, I switch back to the pointer tool and refine each point until I'm happy with the shape. To add more points, select the pen tool again. To delete multiple points, highlight them and select the trash can. You can toggle snapping or the reference letter by clicking the gear icon in the corner. Snapping aligns points to the settings we configured earlier, while turning it off lets you draw freely. You can also temporarily trigger it on or off by holding down the command button while you draw. You can also add points to an existing line by selecting the line, switching back to the pen tool, and clicking where you want to add the point. You can undo any action by pressing Command Z or clicking the undo arrow next to the trash can. Press Enter or the Done button to update it. Remember, the letter won't be saved unless you hit the Save button on top, so save often. After finishing initial points for the glyph, I refine it by changing some points to free handles for the desired line. You can change the handle of a point by selecting the point and choosing from the handle options below. For a more in-depth explanation on each handle type, check out our help pages. Now I'll go ahead and do the rest of the capital letters. Skip to the lowercase section to learn more about adjusting the spacing of your letters. You can test your font as you create it by clicking the eye icon in the top right toolbar. When creating cursive letters, make sure to use snapping so that your rightmost point aligns with the purple line we configured earlier. The spacing of your letters is controlled by the left and right viewport handles on each letter. Drag these arrows to adjust where your glyph begins and ends. Align the left viewport handle with the leftmost point where your glyph meets the purple line, and then do the same on the right. This ensures that each letter connects perfectly. If you want your letters to have different spacing, adjusting the viewport handles is the way to do it. Once I've finished all the letters, I preview my font. Then I go back through the glyphs and adjust any points or spacing as needed. Being a perfectionist, I often make many small adjustments to get everything just right. In my opinion, the numbers and symbols are the easiest part of the font. Remember, you need to complete every glyph in the font to publish it publicly. We're almost finished. Once I finished all my glyphs, I jumped to the editor to fine-tune everything. In the editor, you can change the font size, stroke width, letter spacing, and more. This is also where you can blend your letters together. Blending is my favorite part. It combines all the letters, smoothing out any connection points and actually merging the SVGs. This means that when you download the blended words and use the file on a machine like a CNC or a Cricut, the machine will write the word in one stroke instead of picking up the tool after every letter. Once you've made all your final touches, go back to the font manager. Make sure to tag your font so it's easily searchable. If you want, you can share your font publicly. Sharing it publicly allows everyone to enjoy your creation and lets you contribute to the community. Thank you for following along. I hope you now feel prepared to create your own font with the pen tool. For more information, feel free to check out our help pages. Don't forget to share your creations with LetterBlend on Facebook and Instagram.